So whenever I do any review on this channel, I try to focus on three main things. First thing is durability, second is the performance, and the third obviously is the camera, because these things are mostly fixed. You cannot change it. You can make some improvement on the performance on the camera, but that too are kind of very minimal. You cannot just give crazy super fast performance because the RAM and the processor are fixed. Durability you cannot change. Camera optics is fixed. With software tweaks you can just improve a bit, not drastically. So today's time to compare these three devices. Again, we have seen the durability of the Honor 8C, Honor 8 Play and the Honor 8X. Now it's time to compare the performance, and in the coming days we will compare the camera also. Then in the upcoming which is best series, we will compare other factors too, like the software, other things, overall in hand fees usage, any kind of bugs there or not, battery stuff. So stay tuned for that. So let's do a detailed speed test between these three devices and see which is the best performing device among these three. We will start our test as always with the boot test. So this gives an idea, how much the ROM is optimized. For example, Pixel phones, if I just turn on, they take 15 seconds, and this is the fastest I have seen. So let's take a look how the EMUI is optimized and which device is fastest between them. If you turn off, turn on so casually, which I do, so for me these things matters. So let's see, and I bet Honor Play is the fastest here, followed by it should be Honor 8X, because screen process I really love it, and yes they are, and on a 8C with a Snapdragon 662 on the last side. So that's your quick ROM test, which one turns on faster. And here's a quick software information, and all devices are running their latest EMUI, and they all are having the same version 8.2.0, but some features are varying based on device to device, and they all are running the Android Oreo 8.1.0. They should get the Android 5, but I'm not sure. Maybe they're going to take another 1 or 2 months for that. Anyways, let's start with the main application launch test. And this basically, in terms of scientific term, it depends on CPU speed too, but I mean actual gigahertz of the processor. But I have seen results varies from application to application and based on the current ROMs too, whatever you're running. But let's take a rough idea. We are going to launch 6 applications total. Just see if in all the case one device is performing better, that means it should be better. And the Kirin 970 should be fastest here because it is based on 10nm. The same has the Snapdragon 845. Kirin 710 again, I love that processor. Over to the Snapdragon 660. So far Honor Play is doing great job, but it is the oldest Android device, and with time Android 2 gets slows down. 8C is the latest here, 8X after that, and Snapdragon 62, I don't like it. I prefer the Snapdragon 666, 660 over that, but this one is just okay. And let's see the Pokemon Go, if you're still playing that game. And if there is a 1 second difference at all, I wouldn't mind that. That thing is okay, 1 or 2 seconds I don't see, but if difference is more than 10 seconds, that actually matters. See Honor Play, so quick here, and all devices are pretty quick here. And X Fold 9 again slightly more heavy compared to Honor Play, compared to Tetrica 2, sorry. Honor 8X really is a super performing device. We have compared that with other devices like the Realme 2 Pro, Zenfone, Redmi Note 6 Pro. Honor 8X, Kirin 710 is really super processor. I'm really waiting for Nokia 8.1 to compare that with the Snapdragon 710, which is still under repair. And here is the last on this Honor 8C. Okay, PUBG, if you're still playing, let's see. I've taken the best result because every time I get different result. I tried a couple of times, whichever I found on the least second, this amount of time took, I just showed here. So by looking here, Honor Play seems to be going great. Yes, splash screen, everything, game launching thing coming faster here. No doubt Honor Play has a great processor, better nanometer structure. It should be fastest, and it is indeed if you're launching heavy games. So Honor Play, that case, is the fastest here. So it is first here, followed by Honor 8X. Then at the last it should be Honor 8C. So 682 is not too damn slow compared to 710. It's just 4 to 5 seconds behind that. It should be, I guess it's okay. Okay, so let's do a casual memory management test. We have launched 6 games. See if the ROM is keeping all these 6 games in the memory not. In our past test experience, most phones comes with a 4GB. They keep things, all these 6 games in the application in the memory. But here, let's see. And let's see, we have seen the EMUI version, all are having the same, but still you can see how the Honor 8X is performing, Honor 8C is performing. Couple of games are getting refreshed here, but Honor Play surprisingly keeping everything in the memory. That's why, guys, I said it matters too on the ROM version too. I don't know, companies are doing intentionally, making one device faster, one device some kind of issues are there, but this is all I get most of the time. So I'm just showing you honestly what I found every time. 8X 2 games refresh, 8C 3 games refresh, 8 Play, all the 6 games are in the memory. Yeah, 8C PUBG kept in the memory. Anyways, that's your casual memory management test. Now this test I generally show you with the same brand also. So we have seen everything has the same EMI version. All these phones have the same 4 GB RAM. So a couple of things you should see here carefully. If you keep on launching application to application, one after another, is your device is slowing down? You can just notice that by the last application that I'm minimizing, and when I'm opening new application, how much time does the phone takes. Also, when we're going to refresh it, how many applications, games are in the memory, and how much time did one phone took to launch the application. We're going to see the time, round one time lapse also. These real world tests actually test these kinds of things, tells us. So that's why I'm just showing you here. And we started all three phones together same time. Honor Play is going faster, which should be, because makes sense, has a better ROM, better processor. Memory wise, again, is doing great job, but there is not too much difference between Play and the 8X. If you really want super crazy performance, I will always request you to go with the 6 GB RAM, because 6 is just more than enough for a budget device, especially on a 8C. Again, behind on all the tests that we have done so far. On a Play, it's going great, and we will do the power director conversion test later too. Let's see how the CPU is performing. So see, on a 8C is taking a little bit of time. If you just minimize and reopen that. On a 8X, slight delay, but on a Play is really super quick. Open, minimize, just doing great. So round one took 1 minute 31 seconds in case of Honor Play. Let's see how about the Honor 8X. 1 minute 38 seconds. So like I said, 7 second difference. I don't think so, just too much. It should be fine. And just do notice how many applications are in the memory. So in case of Honor Play, I guess most of them are in the memory except one or two smaller ones. Honor 8X, some application got refreshed. Let's see how about the games. This Amazon Prime actually is on the memory, but just plays video. So you can see Honor 8X again refreshing the games. But in case of Honor Play, somehow everything is a memory. So everything is updated, same EMUI version, same amount of RAM, but still surprisingly better performance in case of Honor Play. So it took 2 minutes 16 seconds, and in case of everything is a memory, for example, we have seen in the past with the Motorola One Power, Zenfone Max 1, they are taking 1 minute 50 seconds, 54 seconds. So hardly 10 to 15 second difference you're going to get. Honor 8X, refreshing many things, still loading Xfold 9. Same with the Honor 8C. So if you're doing these kinds of launching mixed set of applications, so I don't think there is a huge difference between 8C versus 8X. You can see both are on the same page now. That means if you're playing a couple of games, launching social applications, doing Netflix, Amazon Prime, Hotstar, some conversion, copy pasting, so both are going great. But again, if I have to make choice between them, I will definitely go with the 8X, because it is just super device compared to other devices too. All right, so 8X is going to complete 3 minutes 3 seconds. Quite a huge amount of difference between 8X versus Play, almost 50 seconds difference. Let's see about the 8C. Lot of delays in opening and minimizing. And here we go, 3 minute 19 second, 1 minute 3 second difference overall. So Play is the again champion here in case of real performance too. So let's do a quick CPU test. I'm going to convert a 720p 2 minute video to Full HD. Since 8C doesn't support 4K, so I just have to take lower resolutions. Still, let's take a look. There could be many ways to test the CPU. For example, copy pasting from the SD card, rendering some file, doing some conversion, playing games. So this seems to me an ideal choice. So let's see. So you see here on the Play, by looking here on the bar, it is the fastest here. In fact, it has beaten the Snapdragon 845 in the OnePlus 6T test. So you can see 0 minute 50 second. Quite a great device. On a 8X is gonna take 1 minute 10 second. 20 second actually matters a lot. It matters a lot if you do heavy kind of these things. 8C is like tortoise doing its job. It's never gonna win. It will just get your job done. And it's going to take, I guess, 2 minutes plus. Yeah, 2 minutes 5 seconds. So again, on the Play is the champion here, followed by 8X. At last we have the 8C. A quick benchmarking comparison for your reference if you're interested. So on the Play should be having the better score because it has the better clock speed, 2.4 gigahertz, followed by 8X. And actually 8X scores are better than Snapdragon 660 and 666. And this Honor 8C should be, I guess, I don't know which CPU, but it's just doing great. So here's a geek benchmark score. Honor Play is again the fastest side, followed by the 8X. Then we have the 8C. That's why we have seen the heavy applications like the PUBG, Xbox 9, they are doing better on the Honor Play. So complete test is done. Till now you may have made your mind and you may have figured out which is the best performing device. Obviously the complete overall winner is the Honor Play. The best processor, and with the 4 GB RAM, it is enough for most of the people. How about the Honor 8X? It is again a great device. This is slightly cheaper compared to the Play, but overall it does a great job. There's not too much difference compared between the 8X and the Play. Honor 8C is on the lower side, so we can just keep that thing aside unless you really don't want to go beyond the 12,000 rupees. This is the only option amongst the Honor right now, which is the best among this price segment. Okay, how about between the Play versus 8X? So this is slightly costly compared to the 8X. So memory management was better for the Honor Play. For 8X it was poor. So these kinds of things may be fixed with a future software update, but Honor is not really great in providing a lot of software updates. So what I can recommend you guys, you should go with a 6 GB RAM variant of either of the one. Both are great. Particularly for the gaming, if you really are a hardcore gamer, Honor Play should be your choice. But if you are a gamer, followed by if you do a lot of other things like you want a bigger screen, which we will discuss in the future, 8X should be great choice. So final recommendation, 4 GB is okay for the normal user. If you are the pro user, you should go with the 6 GB RAM of either of them. Both should give you the great performance. So anyway guys, that's the detailed speed test between these three devices. Stay tuned for the further camera comparison in the which is best series. Let's see which is the best Honor device amongst all these. Hope you guys enjoyed this today's video. This is Saurabh. Catch you guys very soon. Have a great day.